Okay, yeah, we gonna start off with the permission to like,
Okay.
film the video. So do you give me permission to put this up on all my social media platforms?
Yeah.
And if I say a question that you're uncomfortable with, you free to say no, I don't want to answer, or pass.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, literally is no pressure. I'm your host, Bangem Bugg, and we got a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Krystal. Where should I look?
Either way, it's gonna catch you. So.
Okay, so my name is Krystal, aka Krysball. I consider myself the new era of growth and entertainment. So I'm not about to go into deep of what I do because I don't feel like it. So there is.
You don't feel like it?
I don't feel like it. It's too much.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm comfortable. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess tell everybody where you originally from.
I'm originally from South Carolina. It's a small town, small military town. It's called Sumter. It's my hometown, but I've been here 16 years, so this is home.
Okay, so you grew up with both your parents?
Yeah, but not in the same house. Like I grew up with both parents, but not like, not in the same house.
Okay, so what's your relationship like with your dad?
My relationship is pretty good. It's pretty good. Like as a kid, like as a little girl, my dad was like, he was like my first little best friend. So yeah, I'm cool.
Okay, so give me like a traumatic experience you had as a child.
Well, I've had one, but I'm not gonna say that on here because that's too freaking personal. But let me see.
I mean, usually it's like with females, it's like the same story.
Yeah, it is. The typical whatever, but I'm not about to sit here and explain that to the world.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you got a lighter one? Like,
I'm trying to think. As a kid, let's see. Well, I was in a bad car accident. The truck flipped over.
As a child?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was in the back of like a Dodge Ram, and we were going somewhere. We were on the highway, and the truck flipped over. That was traumatic. Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel like those traumatic experiences, like did it affect the way you date guys or anything?
Of course, definitely.
So do you look at? Go ahead.
That's not the traumatic. Like being in a car accident, you're speaking of the actual traumatic.
It is.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm saying go ahead.
I'm just processing because
I had jumped backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But yeah, I would say yeah.
And like okay, so I seen that you got a son or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like, give me some good advice that you would give your son about women.
Just keep an open heart. Women are just like you. There's no different. We're two the same.
You feel like that?
Yeah, I feel like at the core of who we are, like I wouldn't want him to look at women as like, okay, this is a woman, so this means, all the physical, just sex. Like at the core of who we are, I think the best thing for any child or anybody to understand is that we're just two people.
I think it's like a big difference as far as like dealing with the opposite sex.
I mean, you could say opposite sex, but it's like really it's just different. Yeah, it's just different ways of being for everybody. Like I don't know, I don't put people in like a category like male and female. I see you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when I see the person, it's like, okay, this person is like this. I'm not gonna categorize you as like this way because you're a man,
So would you like gender fluid or something? Like
I don't know. I don't have a label for that. I don't know what I am really right now. I'm just kind of like trying to figure that out.
So you date girls?
I used to date girls, but I have a son, as you can see. I've had like probably, of course, high school. I had like boyfriends, but like major 9th grade and beyond, I was like only dated pretty much women.
So what was like the thing that made you like swap out, or it don't matter?
So
like,
I got saved. I'm gonna do quote unquote. I got saved, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't date women. This is like terrible. Like I have to date a man. And then I met my son's dad, and he's like, he's like, you know, when I met him, he was doing poetry, and I was like I was celibate, and he was very respectful of me, and I just liked him as a person. So I was like, I guess God sent him to me. This is gonna be, you know, I choose him. I'll stay with him, you know. And then I realized that, you know, you know, I still had like, you know, feelings for women, and he's an asshole too. So you know that goes into the personality. So you know, it goes into being him, not the fact that he was a man, but just the fact that he was a fucking asshole.
So what did he do that was so bad?
I can't say that he did anything bad. I just think that I was young. I was 27, so I didn't really know who the fuck I was. And so this was a grown ass, you know, he's older than me, about 10 years older than me. So like 10 or 15, maybe 15, I don't remember. But I had a lot of growth to do. So it was a lot of things that he would say that me and my like 27-year-old still spoiled personality, I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? But he still was an asshole, but it was some of the things he was trying to say weren't always like, you know, weren't always terrible. I just didn't want to hear it. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about this. The Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish video.
Okay.
You seen it?
No. I don't even know, what is it about?
It's basically, okay, they doing like a little skit, and Tiffany brings over this boy. He looked like he might be 8, and she sits him on the floor, and Aries Spears is looking at the kid like in a sexual way. He was looking through a newspaper, and one of them dropped, and he got like 2 holes cut out, and he looking at the boy sexual, and it was like R. Kelly music started playing, like ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. A boy laying on the floor in his drawers.
It's distasteful.
That's like disgusting.
Yeah, it's distasteful. Like I guess it was supposed to be a joke, but that was a poor joke. It's
it
not
wasn't
funny.
nothing funny about it.
They mentioned something about that in the barbershop I was in the other day, but nobody actually knew what
happened.
Yeah, they didn't know. So, but yeah, it was, now hearing that, it sounds distasteful.
And it's supposed to be
Who
another.
put that together?
I'm not. I think it's like some type of production company, but they basically disown.
But you know, we know production companies are terrible. You know, they try to create stuff like that. So you gotta be careful. Like, I mean, not saying like if you agree to do something, you gotta make sure that they not about to flip what you're saying and make it. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. But that was a whole skit that they already knew, so they should have seen that before they even aired that. Because I doubt either one of them would want that.
Thought it was funny.
Yeah, like, but that's not funny. I mean, I know y'all funny, but some things you don't play with,
And it was supposed to be another part, but the YouTube I seen, it showed the first part, the living room scene, and it's supposed to be another scene where he in the tub with the boy, and it was like he rubbed his leg, and I was like, because it's supposed to be like a sexual abuse charge that he's supposed to be getting for like touching the kid, and they trying to sue Tiffany and him for it, so it's been thrown out by lawyers, so maybe Tiffany get out of it because she didn't touch the child,
right.
But Aries definitely.
And that's
like
crazy how people flip that, because the person that mentioned it was like, yeah, it made it seem very bad, like that she did something crazy.
Yeah, she didn't. From what I heard, like she didn't really do nothing. It's just like she in it, and it's
Right.
supposed to be make her a bad person. So yeah,
But she didn't know the whole thing.
I'm sure she knew the script. She was just kind of like, if most actors are broke too. So if you get a gig, you like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. So it probably was something like that when she first started out, because they said it was like 8 years ago or something.
Oh.
So that was before it's like she got on. So they've been throwing it out over the years, and I guess when Aries made the Lizzo shit, it kind of brought the shit back out.
Okay.
So yeah. So what was your thoughts on the Lizzo when he said she looked like the shit emoji?
I don't. Honestly, I don't like watch a lot of stuff. Like I'm not into a lot of stuff. I don't even know what you're talking about.
You thought it was fun? Okay, well he was doing an interview and he was like, I can't really get into Lizzo music because she looked like the shit emoji. So
why would he say that?
He's a comedian.
I mean, okay.
He's a comedian, so like they just go in every single chance they get. So you think that's funny or that was too much?
I mean, it's funny. I mean, I don't think it's funny. Like I probably wouldn't laugh, but I get it. It's comedy. Like don't take things so personal. Like it is what it is. Say something back. Say something about him.
Well,
What did she say?
No, when she recently got an award, and she was just like, what she said, she was like, basically, I don't clap back or something, I just win. That was like her clap back.
Okay, well,
So,
then you easy crime. Then I could just talk shit about you then.
Okay, we gonna go to I go to some questions like that. Okay, so what's a lie you wish you could take back?
I love you.
And who was this? Your baby daddy?
A lot of people.
And what make you say it? You just a person who can't help it or something?
No,
Like,
it sounds right. It sounds with the flow of the. Sounds like it sounds right. It sounds like it was the right time and it was the perfect opportunity to say it. So say it.
so you the type if a guy said it, you would automatically say it back.
I was the type.
Okay.
Not anymore.
What switched it up?
I'm a changed person. I'm a whole individual. I'm a whole ass aware, awakened, and like, yeah, I'm different.
So now, like, do you want to like be married and shit?
I do want to be married. But I always say if I'm married, I know I'm probably gonna. I don't know. Like, I kind of like being with women a little more than men. So it's like, I always wonder if I actually get married, like, would that
To
be
a
enough?
woman?
To a man, would that be, would that be enough?
Okay, so.
But I don't look at it like that no more. I just look at it as, when I find that person, whatever it's man or woman, I'll know. You know what I'm saying? It'll be that person, and that person will be enough.
I'm saying, so what if he was like cool with you doing the women shit like here and there?
Yeah, but see, it's not like, how people are like, they do like threesomes and the poly relationships and stuff
You
like
don't
that.
want to do threesome?
I don't like to share. So it would be, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to share. Like, I don't want to do this as a group. I like this person because I like this person. I like you because I like you. But it's not about the sexual aspect of it. It's about the person.
Okay, what if he say, it's cool, but can I fuck her like sometimes? Just not together.
No.
Damn.
No.
You gotta have some type of, you gotta.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. I don't think that, no. That would not happen.
Okay, do you feel like it's important to like make your parents proud?
To a certain extent.
As far as like, have your parents told you they proud of you?
Probably not.
They not?
No, probably not. Probably not. I've done everything. Probably, I'm a good kid, but probably not. Yeah.
So are they cool with the gay thing? Or?
My mom definitely not. My family is very like southern, kind of like old school. So it was one of those things that it just wasn't talked about. It was like, we know, but nobody really says nothing too much about it.
That's fucked up, man. Y'all ain't too close, I would guess. Okay, a person whose words mean a lot to you and why?
It's gonna sound so selfish. I would say my own words mean a lot. That sounds terrible. That's selfish. My own words, like listening to myself and
Talk to yourself?
yeah. That might sound crazy.
No, it's just not.
The self-empowerment of it.
Like it's like you counsel yourself. Like I do that shit. Like
I think listening to that versus listening to what other people have to say, those are the best words that I could listen to. Listening to what myself is saying you need to do.
Okay, okay, someone you still care about, but you will never show them love again. Why?
My most recent really good friend. Like, I don't really do a lot of people, so I had a friend. I care about her. Like, I care about her well-being, but we had a little falling out, and I just don't think we're gonna be able to like fix it just because I reached out and extended the olive branch, and it wasn't received. And then the way she decided to extend the olive branch to me, it wasn't the right way.
It was disrespectful?
To me, yeah, it was on the disrespectful side. So
what was it? What she do?
Just rolled up on me one day out of the blue and didn't really even say too much to me, just kind of looked at me like, and I'm thinking this is supposed to be your reach back to me? Like.
No, that's not a reach back. That sounds like some funny shit. Like.
Yeah, and I didn't know how to take it. So I was just like, I care about you and I'm gonna see you at the top. But I'm gonna say, hey, we don't gotta fuck with each other. Cause I ain't like that. And I know, not to say she's not a bad person. We all have to grow. We all have things we work through. So, you just leave her there.
It don't matter. She don't matter no more.
Yeah.
Okay, your most overwhelming moment that made you break down into tears.
Oh my gosh. Woo! So 2 years ago, I got caught cheating, and the person came to my house.
With a guy?
No, it's my last relationship was with a woman. This person was actually transgender. She was a girl,
Okay, explain transgender because some people feel like if you wear girl clothes, you're transgender. So What kind of
She was
transition?
she was like taking medicine, like she was in the process of like she had facial hair, her voice was different. She was like growing like a little whatever.
Penis or something?
It was like
on the arm?
a penis on her arm.
I heard you can grow it somewhere else.
What?
That's what I heard.
What?
You can grow it
People
somewhere
just
else.
say that sounds stupid. Like what?
I heard that like you can grow like a part somewhere else and then they could put it on you or some shit like that. That's what I heard. I mean, I don't know if that shit is.
I don't know. That don't even like why would somebody say that? That sounds crazy. But yeah, no. She was changing. It was changing like because of the medicine she was taking. It was changing. I don't know. But she literally came to the house and told my girlfriend at the time that we had been talking. Me and my girlfriend were literally about to drive to we were about to go on like a trip together, like drive. Girl came, I punched her, she, fell out, and then we literally got in the car, drove to Florida, and like had this whole vacation after all this shit just happened. We stayed high and drunk the whole entire time because it was just like, trying to figure out what was going on. Meanwhile, me on the inside, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I'm not happy over here. I'm not doing this. Da, 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 da. So on that trip, I decided to let it all go. I decided I wasn't gonna carry it. So when we got back here, I had a moment where I just like, I was kind of being not forced, but I was kind of being like pushed in the direction of saying that we were gonna stay together, even though I know I didn't want to stay with her. I didn't want to be with the other person. I just wanted to be free, just to be me, and feeling like I was about to be forced to live a life, like I was about to make a decision that was going to cause me to live a life that I did not really want, a great life that I didn't really want, just really hit me. And I literally started crying and I had a whole meltdown. I was in the corner like shaking because I felt so like, what am I doing? Like I gotta change. And that's the moment I was like, I gotta change my life. Like I have to change. Like I cannot be living for other people. Like what? And that was serious. Like I remember it was just
So you was with the transgender, or that's the one you cheated with?
That's the one I cheated with.
You cheated with the transgender.
And I didn't mean to. I just met her on I was bored. COVID happened, I was with my partner, I got laid off from work, so I'm sitting home like, what am I gonna do? She's going to work every day, doing her daily grind, and I'm just like, I need a friend. Like I want somebody to hang out with during the day. I can't just sit around here. Like I'm not gonna sit in the house. So I was like, let me go on Tinder and see if I can meet somebody. So I was like, I don't want to cheat, so I'm not gonna find a man because that's what they can't be friends. Yeah, most of y'all got issues. Most of y'all get on my damn nerves. So that's that. And then I was like, if I meet a girl, I'm probably gonna cheat. So I was like, oh, she's transgender. I've never actually had an in-depth conversation to actually understand why somebody would want to transition. So I was like, okay, she'd be a good pick. So we became friends, and at first it was just friends, but then I actually saw who she was. I know she needed a lot of healing. I saw who she was as a person, and one thing led to another.
I mean, you said you didn't mean to, like it was like an accident.
I mean, I didn't meet her with the thought that we're gonna date. I really met her with the thought of like, I'm just curious actually. Like I want to get to know more about like. I mean, I didn't say this to her like I just want to know about transitioning, but I just thought it would be interesting. I just thought it might be interesting to understand the psyche behind it.
Like when I look at my parents, like they still together now. Like all their friend shit, like go out the window, kind of like when you get married. But
no, you think so?
Pretty much. Like I mean, like when you a married man, like you're not hanging with your friends no more. Like it's just like you and your family type shit.
But your wife is your friend.
Yeah, your wife's supposed to be your best friend. But that's the thing, like, if you just need somebody who your best friend and she don't need to be doing nothing else until she get back around. You get what I'm saying? So if you got a woman who feel like she still need to party and go out and all this shit, that's not gonna work.
Well, that's not true. They're not at the same place at the same time. Like, but I mean, honestly though, that could work because you got some people that they be chilling. They just be chilling. They don't want to go nowhere. They don't want to do nothing. But then the person is out there, and it works.
What you mean out there?
Like, it's out there, not dealing with people, but just partying, doing whatever, and they cool with that.
Okay. What would you say the worst decision you made, and what did you learn from it?
Whew. So I'm gonna put a disclaimer before I say this. So I love my child to death. Like that's one of my best friends right now. Like my son is like, we have a great relationship. But
it sounds like he's about to be bad.
I wouldn't have had a kid. I wouldn't have had a kid when I had him. You know, like, he's a blessing to me, and I love him to death. And you know, everything happens for a reason. But the way that I got pregnant and the way that I decided to have a kid, I didn't do it for myself. I did it because this person was like, I want a kid, and me being who I was like, oh well, I guess this is what I have to do. You know, he wants a kid. I didn't even think about myself. Like, I didn't even think, oh, you don't even know who you are. You're about to bring a whole nother life and somebody else into this world. Like, I was 27. I was like, not like, yeah. Now I'm better. Like, I'm a great mom. I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm just grateful for his dad because he was older and he was like settled in life. He knew exactly what he wanted. So my son, you know, was able to live with him. And, you know, he was kind of like mom and I was kind of like dad, trying to be out here trying to figure myself out. And, you know, I'm grateful for that. But, you know, yeah, that's one thing. Like, I'm grateful because I had help. I probably would have had to move home, you know, because I wasn't ready to be a mom. But now I'm ready. I'm kind of glad because I don't want a baby. He's 9, so it works. But yeah.
You wouldn't want another?
Like adopted, maybe. Like adopt like a 5-year-old. Or like, because the babies are needy.
Okay, if you met somebody who could, like, I guess, help with all that baby shit. I mean, you don't want it 100% on you. Like,
Yeah.
if he helped more than, like, if he did more, like, would you be like, okay, cool?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. I hate that baby shit. Okay. Last time you felt like giving up, and what kept you going?
Last time I felt like giving up. It's been a long time. I can't recollect the last time I remember I felt like giving up. Like, but I can't give up. Like, that's not even a thought process that runs through my head. So I don't have that answer because you can't give up. Like, give up for what? Like, what am I giving up? Like, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Keep trying. Keep pushing. Like, I don't give up. I'm not a quitter. I mean, it may, you know, I don't. Yeah, I'm not a quitter.
Okay, a wasteful relationship and a wasteful habit you might have.
A wasteful?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by wasteful? Like,
basically, it was like a waste of time. Like, you put a lot of energy into something and it just didn't pan out.
Like recently, I put energy into working with the shop, and it was a waste of my energy because we're not in the same like mind frame of how things.
You said shop?
Yeah, this is like barbershop. Like, I do a lot of, I'm going back to work next week, but I've been self-employed for like 3 months, so I've been doing little things just to make money. And I do massages, so I went to this barbershop and I was set up at the barbershop doing massages on the clients, and we were supposed to like work something out, but like it was a mess, and that was a waste of my energy. Like, I spent money on like buying drinks and stuff to like sell because it was an idea of the owner, and then like they didn't really sell, and like it was just a waste. Just the whole situation to me was a waste of time, energy, and money on me. Like, the money that I made, like, I mean, it wasn't even benefiting. It didn't really benefit me, so it was a waste. Like, I wasted a week.
Okay, I'm curious. So what, you got like a whole bunch of money saved up? You said you ain't work. You didn't make
No, I don't have a whole bunch of money saved up.
So you live in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. I live in Smyrna. I have a roommate.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, damn.
Yeah, no, I have a roommate, and my 2 major bills, my car note and my rent. You know, I get those taken care of. But everything else, like my gas, my food, I'm just trying to figure it out. Which I couldn't even imagine having to like figure out everything else. Like, you have to have a job, so I'm going back to work. I feel like I walked away from my job to build my businesses, thinking that I could. Yeah, no, it don't work that quick.
Your son live with you?
Mm-hmm. Well, he lives with his dad, and he comes with me like 3 days out of the week. Like, I'm getting him tomorrow, I'm going out of town.
So he's like part time.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Don't make me sound selfish. I'm in a space of growth and getting to, like, I'm doing it older, but you know, I'm being the best version of myself. And with me building myself and just trying to become better, I've become a better mom, and he's more happy. you know, like he's happy. I'm more attentive. I mean, it's just a lot.
Oh, so you think people think you selfish because you don't have them like full?
I get that a lot. Yeah, you know, it's not the normal thing.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's just like a bad mom type.
Yeah, no, I'm not a bad mom. I'm
You just don't have to see that.
yeah.
Okay. So you believe in child support?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. It don't matter.
I mean, it depends. If you got a kid and you know both parents are able and there's like communication between parents, what's the point of child support? Like if y'all working together, like we're co-parents. It's not like he's over here or over there. Like we do everything together. Like even though we're not together, we co-parent. You know, so it's.
I mean, I guess you looked up because some guys be like, "Fuck that child."
I know. That's why I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Looked up. Okay. 2 things you did right and 2 things you did wrong in life.
Moving away from my hometown is one thing I think that I did right.
And slide closer to Kate. She gave what she could.
I'm
Oh
crying.
my God.
Oh yeah, you know, y'all both like girls and shit. I always mention that and shit.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
Right.
I just make it look comfortable. You know?
Annoying.
Okay.
You got jokes tonight.
So that was one thing. You moved out.
Can I only get one?
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay. The last time you told a person you don't deserve that, what did they?
I've never told anybody that.
For real?
Yeah. I'm so nice.
Okay. So you ain't had nobody do you dirty. Okay. That's what's up.
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I don't know.
You ever say it again?
You don't deserve that?
Yeah, to a person. I don't deserve that. Why the fuck is you doing that?
Probably a while ago, yeah. Yeah, don't treat me like this. Yeah.
Okay.
Leave it in the past.
Okay, a song you listen to like the comfort, like a broken heart.
I've never had a broken heart. Well, I take that back. I had one broken heart and I like cried because I was like, ooh, I actually have a heart.
I'm crying. She talk about
But I don't know. I don't have a song. I wouldn't have a song because for me, when I did have a broken heart, I was like happy because I was like, ooh, bitch, you can feel. You know, you have a heart. Like you actually care about people. That was wicked.
You sound a little cold, like.
I used to like cold-hearted, but I was. Everything was because I'm a different person today. I'm a different person.
why.
Because of my breakdown that I literally just talked about.
So you broke down and made you be nicer?
I broke down and it made me get in tune with myself and like open my heart up and not like be so like not be so cold, like, or I wouldn't say cold, not be so like not empathetic, like, you know what I'm saying, like you could say your feelings are hurt and I hear you but I don't feel you, you know, so it makes me not care. It made me not care.
But when you had went through your stuff, you learned how to feel because you felt like shit.
I let go. I released all of the things that were causing me to be like close-hearted. All of the, not necessarily pain, just all of the things from my past. I just let a lot of shit go and really just allowed myself to say, okay, you're gonna be open. You're gonna care about people, and you're gonna authentically give people you, and that way they'll authentically give you them, and then you know that's how you create connection, being real. Like can't say I was fake, but I was. You know, I could play
like a facade.
I could play
like
a role.
mask.
I could play a role. Like
That's fake.
I could play a role. Yeah.
I
I could play a role. In the back end, I could see what people like and I could see what they want. So it was easy to play the role because one conversation and I would know, okay, this person is this type of way. So then
So
I
you
could
manipulate.
That's in the 40 laws of power.
I would just be that way.
It's manipulative.
Yeah.
I did it subconsciously. So that's like scary. But
I mean, you're a finesser.
was
a finesser.
Yeah, now I use it more so as like, you know, I use it to uplift and empower because, you know, it's 2 sides to the coin. So I like this way better.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you say the most valuable thing taken from you?
My freaking apartment. That, for me, that, like, I hate, you know, like, I hated that. Like, losing my place to live and now I have to, like, depend on somebody else and be in somebody else's space. Like, that shit irks. Like, it's nothing like having your own space. Like, for me, that was, I'm still trying to get that back, you know? That's that.
So, I mean, So I mean, as far as like, so living with somebody, even though y'all both paying half, you don't like that type of shit. You just like this my shit.
I like my own. I don't want my own. I like my own space. Like
There's nothing wrong with
I just like my own space. I always said, after my son's dad, if I ever got with anybody else, we could stay together, but I would still keep my space.
You'll keep an apartment.
Yeah, maybe a house, apartment, something. Just I don't know.
So you want your husband
Or a big house, or at least a big house. Like I don't want to be, I want space. I want my space. Like I am, just need my space. Like I don't want to be in your face every 2 minutes. Like,
I'm like, you don't if you got a nigga who work a lot. Like
yeah.
well, some women have niggas who work like 40 or 35. This nigga be in their face 24/7.
Okay.
So
Well,
if you
don't
get a
work
nigga
out.
work 60, he ain't gonna be in your face like that. I promise.
Yeah, that would work for me. That would work. You working 60 hours. I'm doing what I'm doing 60 hours a week, and then on the weekends we fly out somewhere.
Y'all
and just have a
always
great.
gonna want to be in each other's face. That little time that
Yeah.
y'all got it with
That will be.
This thing's kind of straight up. I'm trying to lean back.
You got on makeup?
No.
I think they got on makeup. Okay,
That's confident.
Okay.
okay, the best way to break up with somebody.
Just be real. Tell me you don't like them. You don't want to be with them. I'm sorry. It's not them. It's just not right for me.
What did you have them people to be like, no, motherfucker, we ain't breaking up. We stuck together. You ever been through that?
Yeah, that person that came to my house and told my partner that was a little bit like that. Yeah.
She told your partner what?
She told my partner we were dealing with each other.
You was cheating?
Yeah. And she came to my house. She called me and I told her, I said, I don't want to deal with you no more. I can't do this to this woman. She's taking care of me. She's like, I can't do this no more. I got caught up. And she was like, it's all right. We was literally about to go out of town. She was like, it's all right. I'm going to your house and I'm going to tell her everything. So she literally went to my house, knocked on the door. She crazy because my partner, you don't just roll up people's house talking crazy. Like, he could have been shot. So I get to the house and she's sitting on the couch like, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in my house? Are you crazy? She's like, I just came to tell Connie.
I didn't hear it.
Okay. I didn't He's like, I just want to tell her the truth, blah, 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 blah. And she literally just like said, she don't want to be with you, she's unhappy, she wants to do this, she wants to do that. And I was like, are you saying this thinking that I'm about to be with you after you say all this crazy stuff? Like, what is wrong with you? That was crazy. That was crazy. I punched her and then we went on vacation.
You beat
I didn't beat her up, but she made me so pissed because it's like, I trusted you. I was like, I confided in you, and you gonna come to my house and say all this shit, thinking that that's gonna win you points. So I thought
you told her to go ahead and do it. Right?
No, I didn't tell her to go and do it. I told her not to. She threatened me with. She
told her that she wanted to be done with her, and the girl was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. And I'm gonna go to your house."
I don't understand it, bro. I don't get it. Like when somebody say they don't want you, like all you can do is just tell them, and after that, it's like leave that shit alone, man. I don't get that, like trying to do all this extra shit.
Yeah, probably, but part of it might be part of my fault too, because I would say like every 2-3 weeks I'd be like, I don't want to deal with you. I can't do this, and then she like inch her way back in. Oh, we can just be friends, and then it'd be a whole nother situation. So I didn't like solidly put my foot down. But when I solidly put my foot down, that was when it was a problem.
So that's all the nigga got to say. Let's just be friends until.
Okay.
Let's go keep it going.
Because it's like I value the friendship. Like I like talking to her. Like she needed, you know what I'm saying? Like I gained something. I guess I gained like an understanding. And she gained a lot from me. Like she gained a lot. Like I don't even think I think she stopped transitioning after, because from our like conversations and what we talked about, I realized that she had a lot of childhood trauma from her mom, and that's the reason why she felt like she had to transition. Because there's nothing wrong with transitioning if you want to do that, but if you want to transition and you go out into public and you feel more uncomfortable in your new transition state than you did as your other gender, then why are you doing it? You should feel more comfortable. We shouldn't be at dinner and I see you watching the people around us, seeing that they watching you. Like that's
it's like you totally mentally confused.
Yeah, yeah. So I think she stopped. It's like it's nothing wrong with, if you like girls, you like girls. You don't have to be. I used to tell her like, girls don't play outside. girls don't play football, girls don't do this, you know, like conditioning, like when you're like a kid and you just constantly hear girls don't do this, girls don't do that, you think, oh well, I guess I'm not supposed to be a girl because I'm doing these things, like, but that's conditioning. Like, if you like to play football, play football. If you a dude and you want to fucking be a ballerina, do it. That doesn't mean that
you're gay.
That don't mean you're gay. You just that's just you.
Know
as a
how to
person.
dance,
right?
You can know how to dance and not be gay.
Oh my gosh.
There are male gymnasts, male ballet
Being in
dancers.
touch.
What's her name? Simone Biles. Her man is a gymnast. She is a gymnast, Olympic gymnast. Her man is a gymnast too. He's straight.
I mean, that's what he telling us.
I'm crying.
What is it? What's the fear? What is it?
What you mean?
Like there's a fear. Like there's a fear behind like guy. Like I feel like a lot of guys have a fear of femininity. Like they like femininity in other women, but they have a fear of their own femininity. Like we as women, we have masculine. You know, we have masculine within us too. Like what is
I mean, what you mean fear? Like I don't know.
Like what's the fear of it?
What fear of what? Like what you mean?
Like fear of being feminine. Like having feminine energy. Like what's the fear?
Okay, let's talk about this because last week I said I don't mind if a girl suck my nipples right, and they said that was feminine. So I'm like, it's just like people say what's feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, that's not a girl can touch anything except my ass. Like, so I ain't.
But why can't you touch your ass?
It don't feel right. It feel like it's not.
Like
that's
it's
not supposed to happen. Yeah.
I think that's anybody though. I mean, as a guy, as a girl, that's not supposed to happen.
Girls like it. They like.
I don't know. I ain't like it.
Was it touch your butt?
Like
your ass? Shit. Girls like it.
So people think this feminine. So I mean, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's all a social construct.
I mean, I just think it's. I don't think it's feminine. I think it's just personal preference.
If a girl offer like, cause there's not even something you know you like, she just do it like.
I like breasts.
Get
So I
off
wouldn't.
on
If I like breasts. So if I was like, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't. If I was dealing with a guy, I wouldn't ask to do that because you don't have. That's not appealing.
Some women like it though. They like
what
it's like they thing. Like
They
when I first got my apartment,
like,
there was a girl like a few doors down. It was like her thing, and dude was like, "Tell she gonna probably suck your nipples." Like, and that's what she was on. Like, like that was her thing. So some people just like.
Now she out here sucking nipples.
Okay.
Male nipples.
Man boob.
Man.
Yeah, my shit is kind of pointy and shit. Okay. Okay. Do your does a friend have any kind of influence like over your relationship?
Hell no. No. Sadly, I haven't been in a relationship in a while, like an actual relationship, or have like a whole bunch of friends in a while. So, damn, I lost my whole train of thought. No, usually when I get in a relationship, my friends they disappear because I be like tunnel vision on my relationship.
Tomato.
I know.
That's
Owe
so
me,
lame.
also owe me, but yeah. All these
That's
all
a good
these
thing.
questions,
Though.
all these
I
questions.
like women who do that.
Well, no, because then you become the world, and you need more.
That's why I want to be.
No, that's not
I want to
that's
be
not
her
healthy.
world.
That's not healthy.
It's not.
I'm saying not to the point where you just don't fuck with them at all, but most of your attention, like I'm gonna get like 70% maybe, and they get 30, but it ain't. Some guys will want you to be like, don't fuck with your friends no more. It's all about not that type, but mostly about me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's not wrong. Mostly about me.
Okay. Okay. So what does I guess a female or a guy, you know, what you like? What do they make?
You know what you mean.
What makes you feel like they got real good intentions? Like, what's some things they do?
Ooh, forgot. I mean, like talking to me, like just being real. Like I can spot it from a mile away. Like if you come at me with some like, wait a minute, what was the question?
How do you know like a guy got good intentions with you?
Yeah, just being real. Like you don't really know until you know. So it's just being like starting off real. If you come with some crazy like I said, I do like massages. If you come in my DM saying when can we hang, I'm gonna think, what you trying to like?
You do massages?
Yeah.
Would you be charging?
Touch massage, do touch therapy. I'm an energy club, like an energy. But
So you hover?
No, I'm not a Reiki.
Okay.
Like on the body. But I only do it in the chair. Like I only do it like chair massage. Yeah, but
I gotta watch that. I don't know what that is. Okay. You gotta see that.
Yeah, it's a part of my little business. I kind of created it. So, yeah. But, just being real. Like, we're not stupid. I think guys think we stupid, or people, they think we stupid. Like, the things that, and I think the audacity and the things that come out, you really think I'm about to, you really think somebody's about to, you really think, like, and for me, it's like, what are the girls accepting? Is this what the girls are accepting now?
There's some dumb ass.
Yes.
Like, this is what y'all are accepting?
Yes.
Like, I was in London about last month, or June, I think it was June, and I met this guy, he was African, from there, and he was like, you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, I'll hang out. And he tried to, like, I had actually went out with 2 different ones, and both of them literally tried to, like, well, no, the second one did. The first one did. Tried to, like,
fuck you.
Yeah, and I'm like, you really think I'm like,
girls fuck on the first night all
but
the
who
time.
does that?
A lot of girls.
That's crazy.
I love that. Like, don't be bullshit. Like,
Me too. Let's go. Say, yeah, for real.
when girls really into you, though, they don't make you wait long and shit. I know some girls feel like this high school and you gotta wait 3-4 months and all this shit, but
You just gotta
there's some girls, they just give it up. They like you, and some of them be
Or they
good
get lit
girls.
enough.
They just like you. You get what I'm saying? So
When they be lit enough. And they like, fuck you.
Yeah, that's a whole nother,
Is that a problem?
yeah.
So you think women like are whores who give it up?
No, I mean, I feel like if you are sober and you just want to do it, do what you do. I don't care, do what you do. But if you're just drunk and you just giving it up,
I ain't saying sloppy.
Okay. Well,
I'm saying horny.
I mean,
Tequila
I
make
think
you
it's
horny.
definitely personal preference. Like, people do what they want to do. Like, for me, that's not me, But I don't knock nobody else for what they do. That's everybody different.
What's the longest you waited to have sex with somebody? And like
So
shortest.
Okay, so of course, everybody. I've had one night.
I was about to say you did with females, so I know you didn't fuck somebody real quick.
Yeah, it's different.
It's easy as fuck.
It's different.
You walk in the bathroom, it's a bitch. Is
So
it?
y'all get down?
What is up?
It's a little, sadly.
Yeah.
It's a little different. I don't know why.
Oh, now we changing that.
I mean, that's lately. No.
So girls
lately,
don't have to wait, really. It's just
No, like I still wait. Like my ex, we waited. We waited.
A weekend.
We waited. Like I think like a week or 2. We waited.
She talking about 4 days. She was talking
We
about
waited.
that.
We waited. For my son's dad, we definitely waited. Like, we waited. I ain't play with that.
That was
why
your
not?
first or
What
something?
was the
That was your first or something?
Just, so that goes back to, it's just a lot. So, like, I'm a pleaser. So when I'm with women, I like to, like, I don't really, it's fun to me. Like,
You a
it's like,
Scorpio?
no, I'm a Libra.
Oh.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like I get off just by making them get off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like a game.
It's a game.
It's like a game, but when I'm with a man, it's a little different because you're entering me. So now you're about to absorb a part of my essence, and I don't play. You know what I'm saying? I don't play with that. It's a connection once you do that. Like that's a different.
You feel like it's a deeper connection?
Yeah. I mean, I connect with women as well, but that's more emotional. It's more of a body. It's more of a. You laughing? Why you laughing?
Like, let me get on the joke. Like,
I'm laughing at myself because I cringed just then when she
Why?
said. She was like, it's emotion. My body went.
Why?
I'm not that girl. I'm not emotional. No. Like, with dealing with females, that's like the main reason why I could not date a woman because I'm like, keep that shit. All that emotion shit, no. If I'm fucking a girl, I'm fucking.
That's
I'm
the fun
fucking.
part. Like that's getting to know each other. Like that's the fun part.
No.
Oh my god.
No, man.
so you think women or men love harder?
Equal.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the person. Yeah, I think it depends on them. I've seen some crazy in love ass niggas. Same one I was
I see, but you see more crazy in love as females than you see. You don't think so?
Nah, you go to New York. Hey, if you see how New Yorkers love each other, they crazy.
My first love was a girl from New York, and bitch. I mean, when I
They're
say that was probably
crazy.
I was in love with her because her ass was fucking crazy.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Crazy is not sexy.
She was
But
crazy.
but it's like
It's
initially
different.
you kind of be like before I started dating somebody from New York, I never forget how I got myself into that shit because I was on the phone with my best friend. I'm like, I just want somebody who's gonna be crazy about me. What?
You spoke it into
I did. I'm talking about batshit crazy about me. Hell nah.
I guess.
That's not
Not
sexy.
bad shit crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy as fuck. Like, nah, we gonna die, bruh. Like,
Oh, shit,
yeah.
no.
If I can't have you, nobody can't have you. All that shit. Being dead serious, like, nah, fighting me, all that shit. I'm good. A lot of the fights was because he was scared I was gonna leave. Right.
Damn. Where you at now?
In jail. Hey, this nigga tried to call me today. The crazy one.
Yeah.
We've been separated since 20. I don't know, like 2 years, a year or two, something like that. And yeah, he just tried to call me from jail. You must be desperate calling me. Thank you, Clecko. Keep that nigga. Keep him.
Oh my gosh.
For real, I ain't never known nobody not to have freedom to make me happy. But it made me happy.
That's good.
You scared he's gonna try to come back and get you?
Not fear, but I do honestly, like, I'm slick traumatized, and he know where I stay. So when I go to my home and stuff, I have on my lights, my front porch lights and stuff. I have bushes and shrubs, so I be really looking every time I go in my house. So now that I know where he at, I'm like, bet.
Right, stay there.
Exactly.
Okay, the most uncomfortable conversation you had to have with a parent.
With a parent.
Telling my mom, having a conversation with my mom about the only conversation I've had with my mom about being like dating girls. That was so uncomfortable. She was like, I put you in pageants and all this other kind of stuff. I don't understand. That was uncomfortable.
That is uncomfortable.
I was like, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Except you gave me people to look at.
Right.
You felt like you needed to tell her, or you could just
Well,
be
it kind of like
dating?
came out. She kind of like confronted me because I got caught being at somebody's house every day after school with her car. And when her friends saw her car, it was like, Krystal be over here every day. Because she used to work, and I would go pick her up from work like around 8 or 9. So when I get out of school, if I didn't have dance class, I was over this girl house. So somebody snitched. Then she brought it up. Like, what are you doing over here?
That's
So
my friend.
You couldn't lie?
I tried, but she already knew.
Oh, you was gay.
Yeah.
It was giving gay.
Yeah, she already knew. My mom.
But
She popped up one day. There was this like Halloween festival, and I went out there with the girl that I was talking to, and my mama literally like popped up, and I was with the girl. The girl was like, "Hey," and I'm trying to say, "Hey," and she was like, "What's your name?" And my mom was like, "Couldn't tell you again. Ask me again, I'll tell you the same." And she had a badass attitude with the girl. Like I was just like, "Oh my gosh."
I'm cracking up.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna wrap it up. So I guess tell us about what you do. Kind of touch on, since you said you don't want to talk about this shit, but kind of give us a little info about it, how people can reach out to you.
Okay, so my name is Krystal. I go by Krysball, and it's Krysball. I have a business called the Chakra Shea Experience, where I make intention-based body butters to help align your chakras. I also do touch sessions with that, like I do a chakra reading and figure out which one's misaligned, and then I do an energy clearing session to help remove that. I got a clothing line. It's called Awaken. Actually supposed to be launching next year. It's also intention-based, like it says Awaken, and the words are written in like a secret language that also means awaken. So when you wear it, you should embody the fact that you are an awakened individual. I'm trying to groom myself to be like a promoter. Like I want to host different events. Like I have a purpose of like spreading light, encouragement, building community, to our community. So and I like to speak, I like to talk. So I really about to create a podcast, a YouTube channel thing. I'm about to create that too. It's gonna
You
be
can
called,
bring it here.
it's gonna be called Krystal Speaks.
You know where you're doing it already?
It's gonna be called Krystal Speaks, and I'm just breaking out, allowing myself to blossom, because So follow me, find me. It's Krysball, Krysball.
It's gonna be on the video.
Okay.
Okay, any last words?
Is there anything that you feel like you want people to know about you that
I'm
we didn't ask?
I'm genuine. Like I'm a real person. Like I don't move with any kind of ill will or any kind of like, motive behind what I do. Someone called me an opportunist the other day, and it really like hit me. I was like, how are you gonna call me an opportunist? Because I have ambition. Because I don't do things like I just don't do things. Like I'm not out here like doing this, doing that just for whatever. Like I have a reason behind why I do. You know, I'm intentional because I'm trying to grow myself and I want others around me to grow as well. So yeah, just I'm pure. Like I don't intentionally mean to hurt anybody or, you know, just want everybody to be happy and grow and be the best version of themselves. Kumbaya, call me crazy, but listen, I just want to be happy.
Sometimes when people say a word to you, look, some people like it's good to look it up because you might kind of think it means something else, but it might be actually what it means. So sometimes it might even make bad.
Like opportunists. Yeah, I was gonna say it may not be that bad.
Yeah, I took it. I was like, you can call me opportunist because yeah, I maximize every opportunity I have for my personal, you know, for my personal growth, and if it benefits someone else too, then why not? Like so, in that aspect, yeah. But the way you said it, opportunist persona, after I said what I said. It just hit me. Maybe I was in my feelings. I don't know.
Nah, he was probably, you know, ill in his intentions, but you can flip it like you did.
Yeah, because some people say like they be like, oh, you don't have no personality because I'm not like this outspoken type of shit. But if you look it up, personality is just how the person acts. So it's just like because I'm not dead, I don't have. You know what I'm saying? So that don't mean that.
You just got a mild personality.
It is what it is. Okay, literally, it's no pressure. We appreciate you coming through.
Thank you.
And we're going to be right back with another guest.